My name's Steve Holdsworth. This is the WBC Cruiserweight Championship. The Argentinian, the smaller Marcelo Dominguez against Anaclet Wamba of France. Wamba making the sixth defence of the championship. He won back in 1991. And of course a very hard task this for Wamba. He's fighting a very popular Argentinian in front of a very pro-Argentinian crowd. Referee for this one is Mickey Van, who comes from Pudsey, just outside Leeds. Dominguez fresh off a good defence on points of his Argentinian title. Real difference between these two. Wamba, tall, upright, tough guy, and you will have seen him, I'm sure, box Akim Tafer in his fifth defence of the title. Came from behind and forced Tafer to quit after 7 rounds. And Marcelo Dominguez is a very tricky kind of fighter, hard to nail with a good shot, and throws a decent one, as you can see. And Wamba just tucking up, trying to get close, but walking into trouble. And Dominguez has got a squashed nose, makes it look rather comical. And Anaclet Wamba, originally from the Congo, but spent his entire boxing career in France, turned pro back in 1982. And his record stands coming into this 44 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. So a very, very decent record there for Wamba, and he's fought in pretty high class. But I think Dominguez is getting the kind of start he would have wished for. Well, nice left hook there from Wamba. Well, good first round then from the challenger. And that's where we are. International boxing from the Polideportivo in Salta in Argentina. Marcelo Dominguez, been a pro now since 1991, and beat Néstor Giovanni in 93 to become Argentinian champion. Giovanni had previously been a WBO world champion. So 2 successful defences then of his Argentinian title to date. And Dominguez's record stands at 14 wins and 1 draw in 15 outings. Round 2 then. So a bit of a tawdry start there by Wamba. When the chips are down there, as he showed against Tafer, he can dig in and come back. But once again, a nice start here to the round from Dominguez. Of course, not everything getting through. A high, tight guard of Wamba's preventing that. But enough are, believe me. Well, Wamba really having trouble here. Gonzalez made a very fast start to this second round. And he's a bit too speedy at the moment for Wamba, who incidentally, you might remember, lost the first 2 rounds when he fought Tafer. Again, good work there by the challenger. And this Argentinian crowd have got a great deal to smile about at the moment. Their man is fighting a good fight. And poor old Wamba is walking into almost everything. Well, I hope Dominguez can keep this up. Or should I say, he'd better hope he can keep it up. It's a hell of a pace he's set. Dominguez then backing off, just waiting to find a suitable place to start another wave of attacks. Well, a long right there by Wamba, but suddenly Dominguez bursts into attack again. Well, if I thought his first round was good, this second is even better. Much, much better. And there's the belt. Good stuff then from Dominguez. And remember, 3 ringside judges will score this one. They will decide the fates and futures of these 2. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. This a Michel Licaria's promotion in Argentina. And of course, he is in fact Wamba's fighter. Wamba is his fighter, I should say.
Bien lever tes mains surtout, hein. Lève bien tes mains, mon grand, hein. Lève bien tes mains. Hein. Lève bien tes mains, bon, respire. Essaye de le cadrer un petit peu et le laisse pas s'organiser trop quand même. Hein. Laisse pas s'organiser trop. Hein.
Round 3 then of the scheduled 12-rounder for the WBC Cruiserweight Championship. And just remind you that Wamba beat in their rematch Massimiliano Duran, the Italian. His father, Carlos, incidentally, was a European middleweight champion back in the 60s. And Wamba's 6th defence of this title, in fact his last fight, was against the very useful Adolfo Washington. And some people consider Wamba a bit fortunate to escape with the draw on that occasion. But we're here in round 3, and Wamba needs a good round. Mikey Van there, standing for no nonsense. I've got a feeling we're going to see a good lead built up by Dominguez. But as I said before, Wamba has this incredible knack of being able to come back and change things later on in a fight. I also remember Wamba's defence against Andrew Maynard. The first punch of the fight was a huge right hand from Wamba, and Maynard was sent absolutely flying. He got up about 9 3/4, but there followed 12 of the best cruiserweight rounds I can remember. Cracking fight. And of course Wamba won it on points. When Dominguez does get the chance to fire, he does it normally two-fisted, as you saw there. Long right hand from Wamba, just grazing Dominguez's chin. So Anaclet Wamba then, originally from the Congo, but boxing out of France, looking to win his first round, in my opinion, against Marcelo Dominguez of Argentina as the bell ends the session. Well, I don't think he did win it, but I think he's probably got a share of it. 10 points each then.
Okay. Marquer des points, un petit peu plus vite. Sans faire le fou. Hein? Un tout petit peu plus vite en accueil. Hein? Un tout petit peu plus vite en accueil maintenant. Hein? Ok. Hein? Tu marques des points. Tu marques des points maintenant. Hein? Parce que pour l'instant, c'est...
That's Dominguez, again going to work, gets through a couple of good rights there. He's only a small man, you know, Dominguez, only 5'7".
Non, faut plus qu'il prenne confiance. Hein?
And that's little for a cruiserweight. It's not the smallest cruiserweight we've ever had, though. I remember Dwight Braxton, or Kwawi, as he came on to be known, fighting at world class, a former light heavyweight champion of the world, former cruiserweight champion of the world, and of course also fought for the, well, in fact, campaigned as a heavyweight. Some record, and he was smaller than Marcelo Dominguez as we come in for round 4. 2 rounds to Dominguez, I felt, and Wamba won the third, drew the third. Tough fighter, Dominguez. Not an explosive one-punch hitter, but like all reasonable punches, he takes a shot very well too. And it's a very good job for Wamba that Dominguez is not a big banger. Plenty of punches getting home. And referee Yorkshireman Mickey Van will not score here. This is just the 3 judges. Well, nothing too impressive by Wamba so far. Dominguez buoyed up by home advantage. Nice uppercut from Wamba. I do like the way Dominguez does that little walk around to the side, preventing Wamba from getting a straight line target. down then for the challenger, in my opinion. A few jabs and the odd right from Wamba, but I'm afraid nothing to write home about.
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
Pas de laisse coller, pas de laisse coller.
Je t'en prie. Je t'en prie, tu restes collé.
Respire bien, t'énerve pas.
Une fois que tu as pris le pas de retrait, tu remontes.
Ok.
Tu vas le prendre ici.
Ok.
Sur le côté droit.
Bouge pas, Anaclet, bouge pas. C'est très bien.
You've got to be in control, they say to Wamba.
Cherche à
Be
boxer,
first.
à boxer, à briller.
N'oublie pas ton direct du gauche, tu prends au niveau du plexus.
Ok.
Comme ça. Et en haut, directement là, et la droite. Ok. Je te demande
And that's what he keeps running into, time after time.
Tiens, Jo. Lève-toi, lève-toi. Respiration, un petit peu plus vite de bras. Un tout petit peu plus vite de bras. Hein?
Segundos afuera. Quinto round.
Round 5, and Marcelo Fabian Dominguez from Buenos Aires, the federal capital of Argentina, in the light blue trunks there, and white against Anaclet Wamba, the WBC champion, making defense number 6 of the title. And this is the first major title fight for Dominguez, if you discount his Argentinian success. Well, Wamba's trying to do what the corner said. Be first, be in control. Warned for a kidney punch there by referee Mickey Van. And Dominguez warned to keep his head above the belt. Much better by Wamba, but he's not having things all his own way. In fact, he's not having them his own way at all here. As after that good spell by him, suddenly Dominguez comes back. Hard, physical kind of fight. The kind of fight where the winner is going to be the man who's prepared to keep throwing punches. And that's very tiring.
Allez vite, Anaclet, allez! Plus vite, Anaclet, on colle pas lui!
Yes, Dominguez there talking to Wamba, taunting him. And again, that very sensible move off to his right-hand side. Well, that time taking Wamba for a stroll. Right, that's the first time I've told you, says referee Van. Well, Wamba's punch is not having much of an effect here against this short challenger. Well, once again, a very interesting round. There's some good moments with Wamba, but once again, I think the eye-catching stuff coming from Dominguez.
No me cometa más infracciones, ¿me entendió? Trabaje como tiene que trabajar.
Tombe dans son chemin. Vas-y. Fatigué? Fatigué?
Non, dis-moi.
Dis-nous, comment tu es?
Je calme un peu, je dis le repas.
Il faut pas qu'il t'approche, il faut pas qu'il se batte avec, c'est serein.
Ok.
Ne cherche pas de complications, et quand il est dans les cordes, tu l'attaques en
There's
iso comme on
obviously
fait à
some
la leçon.
alarm in the Wamba corner.
Et essaie de passer du percote, mais ne pars pas de loin avec ta droite. Ne pars pas de loin, ça ne sert à rien.
Well, the right uppercut they're calling for. And that's always, of course, a good punch against a shorter opponent.
Busca aire, vamos. Busca aire, vamos.
He looks a worried man, doesn't he? I think he might just be a bit more worried about Luis Acarias than he is about Marcelo Dominguez. Round 6. And that left hand of Wamba's really not a punch at all. It's just like a podder trying to get some range with the right. And again, Dominguez bowling over that big right swing. And Wamba's got to do so much more above and beyond the call of duty. I've said it before that Argentina, one of the hardest places on earth to get a decision. It's getting a bit like Britain, really. And I don't say that lightly. Lots of foreign fighters come to British shores, and they come off second best. And they look to have won. But that's another story. And Wamba not looking impressive in any department. Well, although he's not looking very impressive, Wamba, he might be doing enough to win this round. Dominguez has got a bit scrappy now. And it must be terribly disconcerting for a man like Wamba, who thinks of himself as a puncher, to be hitting this little guy, and it's making no impression at all. Yes, I think I'll give that round to Wamba.
C'est vite comme on t'a dit tout à l'heure, et quand il rentre, il enlève les mains et il perd dans des
5 points de retard. Ça va comme ça dans ta figure? Tu vas perdre tous les rounds comme ça ou quoi?
That's Marcelo Acarias, the promoter, and Wamba's manager. He's saying you're 5 rounds behind. What on earth do you think you're doing? Bit of replay here then. As I say, I think Wamba's just won his first round, and it's ironic that Michel should get on the ropes at that point. Well, poor old Wamba must be feeling awful.
Tonight at 7:30, Action Plus as we go courtside for the women and men's basketball, live from the Perth Entertainment Centre. Perth Breakers and Canberra Capitals are both out to score, both looking to win, and the Wildcats have sharpened their claws for a fierce match against the Geelong Supercats. It's Cat Scratch Fever, catch the match and the excitement tonight at 7:30, live and exclusive on Fox Sports.
Looking for a program that headlines sporting news as it happens? From the ring to the racetrack. From the water to the the Court. A program that covers the main events, the breaking stories, the world records. Well, we've got it with Gillette World Sports Special. It's on Tuesdays, 5:30 on Fox Sports. Vision, senses, sight, sound, sex. Music for your eyes.
Right, this is the halfway stage now, round 7. And Wamba's lost 5 of the first 6, in my opinion. And obviously, by the look on Michele Carrier's face, he seems to agree with me. So, can Wamba then turn it round in the last half of this fight? As I say, he's done it before. But that said, Marcelo Dominguez looks a tough fighter. He's just not the kind of guy you can put off too easily. Well, referee Mickey Van there spotting an infringement. And strangely enough, Dominguez trying to defend himself. So this then a very tough defence of the WBC Cruiserweight title for Anaclet Wamba, the holder. And of course the simple fact is that he will have been paid a great deal more to defend his title in Argentina against an Argentinian than he would have done to defend it in France. And if Quasimodo had been a boxer, that's exactly what he would have looked like. Marcelo Dominguez. No offence, and there's a bit of head work now from both of them. Well, Mickey Van there, he spotted that straight away. Mickey Van, of course, who's refereed at all levels, all over the world. And he can still be found doing the odd little dinner shows in Bradford and Manchester and Leeds and Liverpool. Well, Wamba digging deep here. He's trying to respond to those lashings in the corner. And I think they're boxing on pretty level terms at the moment here in round 7. And the gunshot's gone to Wamba. He took a right hand. Well, that's a little spell for Dominguez. Well, the bell has gone now, so no need for the neutral corner for Dominguez. Well, interesting round there. I'm going to call that one level.
Ahora nos faltan 5 rounds, ¿me entendió? 5. Juéguese la vida en estos 5 rounds, pero con inteligencia, ¿eh? Con inteligencia. Tenemos que tirar 10.000 trompadas por minuto, ¿me entendió? Con la cabeza y los ojos bien abiertos, ¿eh?
Attends, boxe-le, Anaclet, boxe-le. Cherche à te boxer, à bouger. Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Tout le contraire de ce qu'on t'a dit, mon petit père. Hein? Tout le contraire de ce qu'on t'a dit, mon grand. Bien.
Well, you can only guess really what Michele Carrier is saying to Wamba in the corner. I'm not going to tell you what my guess is.
Nizar, il est en train de t'embrouiller. Nizar, il est en train de t'embrouiller. C'est Nizar, il frappe pas rien du tout. C'est pas bien sûr, Jean. Tu te mets bien sûr, Jean. Elle ne triche pas. Ne triche pas.
Well, is getting so much of an ear bashing from all sorts of directions. I don't think he's taken any of it in. This is round 8. So Anaclet, Wamba and co think he's got an awful lot to do. And he may have. And Marcelo Dominguez, well, he's on his toes now. And this is psychologically damaging for Wamba to see Dominguez fighting like this after 7 hard rounds. It's all psychology, of course. I'm not too sure that Wamba's the kind of guy who would respond to a psychological approach. Well, once again, Wamba trying but failing. Dominguez picking him off. And I've got a feeling that Dominguez has hurt his right hand. In fact, I'm almost sure he has, but he's still using it. And he's really feeling good about himself now, Dominguez. Look at that. Absolutely buzzing. Well, Wamba simply can't hit him now in this round. No, still Dominguez talking and taunting. Come on then, says Dominguez. Try again. Oh, good shot by Wamba there. Lovely uppercut. Didn't bother Gonzalez a bit. But I think the gumshoe went flying. Probably ended up about 20 rows back, in fact. And Mickey Rand's got it back now. That's a lovely punch. It's about the only punch he's actually connected with so far in this 8th round. What a shot, though. And that must be terribly disturbing for Wamba to see an almighty uppercut that almost ripped his head off, and Dominguez just smiled at him. Good right again then from Wamba. And, well, Dominguez talking to people outside the ropes. Well, if 3 or 4 punches from Wamba landed in that round, he'd be lucky.
Marcelo, el trabajo de las piernas también, pero si no trabajamos con los brazos no ganamos, papá. Y enriquecimos alguna piña al pez.
Faut donner des coups.
Ok.
Et ok tout le temps, ok.
Well, anxious moments then for the French corner. And I've actually got this one, 79-75. Wamba 4 points behind. 4 rounds to go.
Et ok, faut y aller. Bon, il est en train de jouer avec toi.
Well, nasty swelling there on the left eye of Anaclet Wamba.
Pense au petit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pense aux enfants. Il est en train de jouer avec toi.
Still very desperate, aren't they?
Segundos afuera.
9th round. And Mickey Van there having to hold up this very eager little fella from Argentina. And they're looking for 1, 2, 3s from Wamba. He'll be lucky. Because Dominguez is using 4, 5 and 6. And of course Wamba would love the space and time to work, but Dominguez won't give it to him. Gumshield's gone again. I'm not sure who's that time. I think it was the Argentinians. It was the Africans, I think. No, whose was it? It was, yes, it was Dominguez's. They are, Mickey Van is saying to Dominguez, you keep that in, otherwise I'll take a point away. Thing is, you see about gum shields, they must always be worn at all times now. And one time you could lose it, and only when there was a suitable break in the action did you have it replaced, but now they are compulsory at all times. And some fighters have been spitting them out because they know the referee's got to stop the action to replace it. And consequently, their moment of danger passes. I'm not sure that's the case here with Dominguez. I just think he's tiring and his mouth is drooping open. He's got a flat nose anyway. It's difficult to breathe. A fair right there from Wamba. And suddenly, big shots again from Dominguez. Poor old Wamba. What a night he's having. Nice uppercut again from the champion. Well, Wamba also feeling the hectic pace. Well, full marks to Wamba. He's worked solidly and consistently throughout this round. Might just be enough to take it for him as the bell sounds.
¿Cómo estamos, Marcelito?
Well, 3 points the difference, 3 rounds to go in my opinion.
Anaclet, donne des coups, mais donne des coups. Des supercuts, faut les passer des supercuts.
Si tu te remets sur la pointe des pieds, ok, que tu penses pas qu'à mettre côté à droite pour me mettre KO, ok, tu vas réussir à...
Él te pega. Estamos, no te le tires encima, tirale piña. Primero vos, cuando vos le tirás primero le pegás por todos lados. No podemos perder un segundo, ¿eh? Vamos, vamos, que ya faltan 2 rounds, vamos.
Bit of replay here then from the ninth round. Plenty of work from Dominguez, but once, as I say, I just think that Wamba's earned that round.
Segundos afuera. Décimo round.
Round 10 then. This is the home straight. I've got Wamba needing all 3 rounds for a draw. And Mickey Van wanting the water cleared up in Dominguez's corner. Nice overhead shot there. So can Wamba win this last 3 rounds in big style? And suddenly Dominguez takes the play away. Once again, the gum shield of Dominguez knocked out by an uppercut there. The referee Mickey Van is choosing to ignore it The last thing he needs to do in this Argentinian ring is give a warning to Dominguez for deliberately spitting out the gum shield. That's the last thing he wants. Right, waiting for a suitable break. Well, I thought it was a suitable break. They didn't. This is round 10. And Dominguez having... Well, he's having a point deducted now for losing his gum shield. Well, Mickey Van might be in big trouble now. So a point deducted from Dominguez's score, and it's close enough for that to make a big, big difference. And they must, of course, the judges must take it off. They cannot ignore the referee. And although Mickey Van does not score this match, as you can see, the actions of the referee can have dire consequences for the fighters. Well, Wamba trying to drive him back. Well, interesting round there. Don't forget, Dominguez has had a point deducted, and it looks like Wamba might just have won the round as well. So 10 points to Wamba, 9 to Gonzalez, plus 1 off for persistently spinning out his gum shield. So 10-8.
T'attends dégel. T'attends dégel.
Nos van a descalificar y podemos, si ganamos torneo, ganamos la pelea. Así que pone todos los huevos que tenga, ¿eh?
Watch this again. I just thought Wamba was a bit more effective than Dominguez in that session. So, 2 rounds to go. Dominguez on my card, 1 point in front. 96 to 95. Only because he had a point deducted. Otherwise, he'd have been 2 in front with 2 to go. 1 in front, 2 to go then. And they've got anything left in the tank. Now's the time to use it. Big left hook from Dominguez. Uppercuts from Wamba. It's been a very tough physical fight, this one, and there's blood now, I think, on Dominguez's left eye. Such a tough fight. Well, there's obviously not blood on Dominguez's face. I thought there was. Once again, Marcelo Dominguez, two-fisted, trying to drive Wamba into the corner. Still Dominguez furiously working away. Wamba trying his best to contain him. Don't lean on, says referee Van. Well, they're both absolutely exhausted. But I think we're looking at a good round for Dominguez. As tired as they both may be, he seems to be the man connecting. Well, the seconds ticking away now. The bell's coming up to end this penultimate round. There it is. So, a round for Dominguez. Well, I've got it 106, 104 now in favour of the challenger, Marcelo Dominguez from Argentina. Well, they're telling Wamba, you don't know how important this last round is. You might need this one to win it. Well, I don't think that's possible, but we'll have to wait and see.
Marcelo, dale al aire, vamos. Arriba y abajo, arriba y abajo, arriba y abajo, arriba y abajo, vamos. Vamos. Ganamos el último, somos campeones, te dije. No tienes el bucal.
12th and final round coming up now. Wamba can make this one wafer thin if he wins the last round, but I don't think he can win the fight. So Dominguez looks like he's on his way to becoming WBC Cruiserweight champion. And he looks the part here, doesn't he? Buzzing around, he looks confident, he feels it. And this is Argentina. If he was 4 or 5 rounds behind, he'd probably still get it. Oh, Wamba reeling there from the right hand. Or maybe he just got tired. It's been a real hard fight, this. And Wamba not getting the success he needs in this final round. Dominguez punching all over the place. And they're on their feet ringside, willing Dominguez home. And it's been a good round for the challenger. And Wamba almost out through the ropes there. Well, it looks like the Frenchman's reign has come to an end. And they can sense a new champion in the crowd. Well, the bell's only about half a minute away now. Dominguez still crowding forward. Wamba still trying to defend himself, but failing. Here it is now, where's it going to go? Well, Mickey Wamba instinctively raised Dominguez's right arm, but it's not down to him. 1:16, 1:30 on my card for the Argentinian Marcelo Dominguez, new champion for me, but of course we wait now for the judges. And I don't speak Spanish, so I won't have a clue about what they're saying, but it was sure to know very soon who the new champion is. Well, Wamba is not behaving like a champion. So a bit of replay here, and we're sure to get the result after this. Well, I don't speak Spanish, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to work this one out for yourselves.
116 puntos para Anaclet Wamba. 115 puntos Marcelo Domínguez. Tarjeta el señor Barrovecchio. 115 puntos para Anaclet Wamba.
Well, there's a score there for Wamba.
113 puntos Marcelo Domínguez.
The second one for Dominguez.
Tarjeta el señor Vincennes Delegado. 114 puntos Anaclet Wamba. 114 puntos Marcelo Domínguez. En consecuencia, en fallo dividido, retiene.
Well, Anaclet Wamba then retains his WBC Cruiserweight title for the 6th time. I'm very surprised that Dominguez not awarded in his own country, having looked like he won clearly by at least 3 points on my card. And, well, Dominguez there very gamely leading the applause for the still champion, Anaclet Wamba.
Field aus der Pons International Sports Center. Das ist der Weltmeister Johnny Nelson, der WBO-Titelhalter im Cruisergewicht, also im Gewichtslimit bis 86,183 Kilogramm. Dieser Mann hier war mal Weltmeister, kommt aus Argentinien, Marcelo Dominguez. Der hielt den Gürtel beim World Boxing Council, verlor dann gegen den